guys, Brandon Carey here, and today we are going to continue our adventures with the Shapeshifting Detective. Now, for those of you who missed the last episode, we are tasked with trying to figure out who murdered a woman named Doroto Shaw in the village of August. We have a number of suspects, and as a detective who can shapeshift, we can take any of their forms and talk to them, disguised as another one of their peers. So right now I am Sam, which is the name, the alias that our character has been given to walk around normally. So let's start talking to people and continue the chapter. Oh, you know what? I think we already went through the conversations last time. Let's talk to the chief to see where we are with the investigation.
We've got a new target, Ellis Munro. Ellis said she was in a relationship with Doroto. She kissed a girl and she liked it. She told you where John Pope, or Poe, is going to be next. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. You say Bronwyn and Lexi's alibis don't add up. Rain's confirmed he met Ellis at the radio station. Picking his next victim, maybe? Lexi's doing some investigating for you. As if that'll help. Rain told you about the Butcher of Birmingham. It's a thing. Made an interesting read. Those tarot readers hang out with death. His explanation of it, it's all fairy tales, so I'm not getting involved. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Violet told you about her brush with aliens? You seem far too interested in those kind of things. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. And he keeps asking Ellis to pose nude. Could be motive. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Just quite a good collection of facts. And since he brought up the aliens, let's talk about them.
What do you know about it? It's probably a bit more nuanced than that. But maybe. We've got a new target.
Oh no, skip.
Ellis said she told you where Rain. You say Rain's con. Lexi. Rain to Violet. Zach West. And he keeps asking Oscar. That's
my habit of going through dialogue trees has failed me. Okay, Oscar's not here. Anything you wanted to ask Zach? No. Okay. Pretty sure I already visited Ellis as Sam. So let's before we move on, let's start talking to people. I want to hear what our new potential victim, Ellis, has to say.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
To Chief Dupont. The
Hi,
marvelous Detective Inspector Jenks.
Hi, I'm Chief Dupont.
This lovely creature. So let's hail a cab and go visit Ellis.
Chief Dupont. Thanks for calling in.
I'm just checking you're safe.
At the moment, my heart's beating 1,000 times a minute and I can't sit still. Every noise or knock on the door makes me jump out of my skin, and I keep looking behind me. Is that safe?
Have I ever let you down? What's really worrying you? Have I ever let you down?
Yes, actually. Last year? With Dennis? Remember?
But you're still here.
No thanks to you. If Poe hadn't come back, then I'd still be tied up. God knows what he'd have done to me.
Oh god, now we know that DuPont's an idiot.
Chief, I wanted to ask you something.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Am I still a suspect?
No.
Okay. Good.
He's not. He has a solid alibi.
Listen, I think I might get out of this place soon. I need some space.
Is it about the boudoir photos?
Yeah. So it's true then?
I haven't seen them. I'm sorry.
I'm just in shock. All the time. How could she be so different? I just can't process it all.
Oh, poor boy. Didn't realize his girlfriend was taking tasteful nudes. Hey, Anaphysic, welcome. Let's see if Zach has anything to say to Chief. Nope. Okay, so let's go down the list and see if anyone else has anything to say to Chief Dupont.
Claude.
Nothing. Okay.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Doroto was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Haha! No one respects Chief Dupont. Which... Come on, it's Detective Inspector Jenks. You gotta give him some slack. Yeah, we will talk. We will go through the rounds as Ellis to see if people have anything to say, because that's definitely going to be something that I want to do. I just wanted to see who the chief is first because I figured he might have something interesting might come out of impersonating him. Okay. And so let us, since you've mentioned Anaphysic, let us actually take Ellis's form.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
Hi, I'm Ellis. Let's see what people have to say. Wow, nothing from Violet. Nothing from Bronwyn. Okay, so no one of the guests has anything to say, which is fine. So we'll hail the cab. And we'll visit Zach, who has nothing to say. Wow, no one wants to fucking talk to Ellis, I guess. Ellis doesn't, Ellis has been fucking no-sold. No one wants to talk to her at all from the sound of it. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Maybe Zach has some interesting things since he has a whole relationship with
I'm Zach Weston.
Violet going on.
Just sharpening my powers of persuasion. I need to talk about Ellis Munro.
What have you been doing with Ellis Munro?
What haven't I been doing? What have you heard?
What
haven't I been doing?
You are so irritating.
Want to fool around?
Is that really all you think about? It's starting to look like August has a serial killer targeting redheads. Look at my hair, Zach. Does this look red to you?
Zach really, even if he's not the killer, I don't like him. I have no reason to think he'd have anything to say to these three, which is fine. Wonder if he has anything to say to Ellis.
Zach, what are you doing here?
I've been a naughty boy. I need to tell my previous partners.
Good to know. I'm not one of them, though, so... Unless there's anything else?
Pose. Let's sleep together. Pose for me.
Zach, please stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Just undo a few buttons.
Are you bullying me into taking my clothes off for you? That's sleazy. Just leave, Zach, before I call Chief DuPont.
Oh. I have no idea why Zach would want to talk to Oscar, but you know, I'm glad the option exists so you can try it out. Oh, I think if I start taking Doroto's form, it might be a bit too, like, people would start getting creeped out. And, you know, naturally. But I feel like Violet might have some interesting dialogue, especially since,
Hello, I'm Violet.
we did just reveal
I'm Violet.
that she thinks aliens exist last time. I kind of want to see Zach get questioned about that later, because I want people to hate Zach Weston as much as possible. I wonder if the Chief's anything to say to little Miss Violet.
Hello, lovely. Take a look at this. It's a picture of Doroto.
Of course, Zach has something to say.
I don't want to see pictures of your conquests.
It's not like that. It's just a press photo. Do you see anything in it?
A girl holding a cello. What do you see?
Just my mind playing tricks, I guess. Sometimes when I drink enough and I'm alone enough, I can step into them.
This is weird.
Step into them.
It's like a hologram. The pictures become three-dimensional and I can move around inside them. Like virtual reality, but real.
Okay.
The picture comes
That's a thing.
alive when I'm inside it. Things move around. They talk.
Okay, Zach. Are you...
What do they say?
In this one, it's just Doroto. So I'm in her living room.
Whew.
She says that she should have been nicer to me. And I should make her be nice.
That's a really...
You're insane.
That's a really bad, like, he looks like a really bad guy in that shot. Like a villain. Do I call him insane or do I throw that away? I'm gonna throw that away and see if he says anything more. Or
You're
do
insane.
I try to agitate him to make him talk? Ooh, that's a tough question. Agitate.
Yes, I'm just messing with you, Violet. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion. Guess it didn't work on you.
Well, okay, that didn't work the way I wanted to, but interesting information nonetheless. Visit... Oh, no. So... Whew, go to my room. I wonder if Bronwyn might have anything interesting. Or Oscar. Let's go Bronwyn. She's usually a reliable one.
Hi.
Do you believe Tara can predict things now?
I'm not one for mystics and crystal balls. I'm a Virgo.
It says you're lying about your alibi.
Oh, I suppose it has a 50-50 chance of getting it right.
What a day.
Here we
Ellis
go.
Munro, then. Looks like our traveller likes redheads.
I wouldn't be so sure. Looks that way.
Should we be worried about Violet?
Maybe. She thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Then that possibly means she's already been a traveller target. What else did she say?
Something about being in a row of heads?
So they're killing us for sport. Sounds about right.
Well, it's
Ron,
good to get
what are we going to do
a
about
good
Ellis?
read of the situation from these three. These
What
three
would
seem
you
to know
do
a lot.
about Ellis?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Let's think. What have we tried before?
The few times we've caught up with the Traveller, nothing's worked.
Talking to them?
Please don't kill that person. Okay, thanks. Oh no, look, you killed them anyway. You know that doesn't work, Ron.
Huh. Oh, I was kind of hoping I would be able to talk about all of those, but I guess I only got the one. Okay, that sucks. I hate when games do that, when they don't let you know ahead of time that you only have one choice, when they look like you should be able to go through the branch. That's fine, though. That's fine. Let's visit Oscar, I guess.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Get out now before I call the police!
Right. Because the traveler, the Romani guys, I guess the Romani, like, I seem like the closest thing to Romani. Never met Ellis. Oh, you know, maybe Rain has. Let's see if Rain. Because he talked about being at the radio station. Let's see if Rain met Ellis.
Haven't you done enough predicting my death?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just kidding. I know it's not your fault. Well, unless you're the killer.
Have you made a decision about the show?
I think it's a no. Sorry. It's just the reading that you gave me the other day. I don't want to scare off the audience.
Why would I scare off your listeners?
They don't want to hear talk of death and darkness. Well, they do, if it's in a story. But you can't tell them they're going to die.
I said you were going to die?
You didn't say you're going to die, just like that, but I remember the death card.
Okay.
What was the word you used? My challenge. That I needed to die so I could be free from my chains. I know you said it doesn't mean literal death, but maybe it does.
Okay, that was a bit of a weird hiccup. Okay. But the point is, apparently Rain had a prediction about Ellis's death prior to the Mercury reading. Which is interesting. So we're going to have some conversations about that, possibly disguised as Ellis.
Who is Sophia?
You saw her, did you? She's my goddaughter, at that age where she overshares.
That is very interesting.
Is she a ghost?
What makes you say that, Rain? Is there something about her aura?
I just talked to her.
What is it, Ray?
I have a plan.
You do? Enlighten me.
Maybe...
With his track record, I'm pretty sure he'd like to lock Ellis up, you know, for safety. But it probably would break a couple of Geneva Conventions, even if it was for her own good.
Hi, Rain. Did you miss me while I was gone?
So, Ellis Munro.
I'm honestly not going to try and worry about this one. We've told Sam, and I think that's all we can do.
Really?
No, not really. I don't have many options. I'm asking everyone how I can help, so maybe I actually can help this time.
am curious though. Yeah, you're right. He's
Hi,
a freelance terrier.
I'm Ellis. I'm
so
Ellis.
And he did talk about like asking Ellis for a show. So it is entirely possible that it's a natural thing. It could be a red herring, but you know, it's a lead. It's a valid lead, even if it doesn't end up panning out. Nothing to say. That's okay. Let's see if let's just go down the row. Lexi, what do you have to say? What do you have to tell me?
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls are thin?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story.
What did you hear?
Read.
What did you hear?
Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Because you're immortal.
Oh, I am Bronwyn MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod, and I am immortal.
I just got an achievo.
You silly badger.
That was a weird thing that just happened, but I'm into it. Nice reference.
Our job is so stressful.
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by trans-dimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure.
Trans-dimensional evil?
I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, 0.
You know what? Assuming you're not the killer, respect. I wonder...
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. I'm sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lex.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
This is...
Dorota says she knew you. You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks. Sure.
This could be a setup, but I'm going to go for it anyway. You gonna pour yourself a drink, or...
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Does it matter?
I like you already.
You're dating Violet, aren't you? I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You said...
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
Yeah, that's. I noticed the skull
You're
bottle
dating
too.
Violet,
That's.
aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet. That's not what Violet thinks. That's not what you told Sam.
Sam? Who are you?
Don't worry, I'm not with the. I'm helping Sam. Don't.
I'm not worried. I just don't like being lied to.
Oh, I made a bad one. Alright, so what else do we do? We could go Oscar, or we could just move on to the next chapter. I don't know if Oscar has any useful information to give us, though. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting anything out of it. See if Brum has anything to say about to our poor boy Oscar. If it's not Brum, I don't know who else would actually have anything to say to him. Hail a cab.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
Ever seen
That's true.
this before?
And what if I showed you this?
Ellis Munro.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
What the fuck
No.
is this?
Anything?
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's the correct response.
That'll be all. You can go now.
What did I just watch? That was the weirdest porno I've ever seen in my life.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Why didn't you save her? Is it really?
Oscar, I didn't mean to hurt anyone. That's not who I am. I go out of my way to help people, to be kind to them.
So were you helping or being kind?
I had feelings for her, Oscar. You should understand that. I'm sorry this is how you had to hear it. But maybe she didn't tell you because she was leaving me. I don't know. I'm sorry. I truly am.
I hope there's...
I forgive you.
That's so kind of you. Giving me closure.
Yeah.
I have so many loose ends. And not much time.
Yeah, we'll absolve her of her sin of having an affair. Sin, we'll call it that, I guess. That's certainly a thing. Not really a big deal, honestly. People have affairs all the time. But let's move on.
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to
Next chapter. Oh, we can visit Poe now.
You're the detective. Munro just called. This is madness. Who would want to hurt her? We've worked together for years. She's the light to my shade, the angel to my demon, the diamond to my lump of coal. She told me to say all those things. I believe not. She has a big heart, and in my opinion, opens it too easily. Only a madman. Or woman. Munro is August's sweetheart.
Aww.
Poe and Munro. That was her idea. Our show. We were just another local radio station before that. It was Munro who decided we should have a theme. Dark Nights with Poe and Munro. Don't tell me you haven't heard it, detective. That's what the Free Radio Project is all about. Uniting August via the airwaves. Munro's been delivering free radios anywhere people might want to listen. Doctors' surgeries, hairdressers, the guest house. I believe she charmed the local electrical store into donating them.
Wow.
In exchange for free advertising, of course. We interviewed her about her scholarship not too long ago. Do you think whoever killed Dorota plans to kill Munro? What makes you think she's in danger?
This is a ridiculous thing to say, but it's also true.
Tarot. Does this have anything to do with the gentleman who stopped by? I didn't get his name, I'm afraid. He offered to do a spot on our show, doing tarot readings to answer listener questions. We said we'd think about it.
Yeah, they think about it. And that guy, well, I presume, is Rain.
You know, this town is fascinating. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Have you ever read up on the real history of August? The official story is that Mary August retired from a life on the high seas, found a nice spot here, and used her ill-gotten gains to establish a town.
He was praying in his
That's
room.
not what
the
really
night of the
happened.
murder. But hold on, if he was here instead, and that means he doesn't really have an alibi, does he?
It's true that Mary August was a pirate, but she didn't retire. Her ship was sunk on the rocks just off the coast. Mary and all of her crew sought refuge in a small fishing town, this one. They slaughtered everyone, men, women, and children, all dead and dismembered in their own homes.
I like the lighting.
The bodies
does kind
were
of give a more
dumped
devilish
in a mass
appearance to this
grave.
guy.
Well, the body parts. And the pirates moved in.
Like where Munro kind of does have that angel aesthetic going on with the pure white and the kind of the demure personality. This guy, like, with the lighting and the accent, he does kind of have a more devilish appearance to him, especially with the red shirt. So it's an interesting little contrast they have between the two characters who are essentially like both part of the same radio program. Good costuming too.
Yes, August was built on the blood of innocents. Kind of puts Dorota's murder into perspective, doesn't it? Dennis Piper, or Victor, as he's now known, an over-affectionate fan that read one too many Lovecraft novels, tried to sacrifice Ellis, would you believe? Lucky I was here to save her.
That's a thing.
Yes, Dennis became Victor and moved to Sweden under the witness protection scheme. That's a whole other story I don't know about.
Okay.
On that note, I should probably get back to the booth. The show must go on. Death threats be damned. Look after Munro, detective. She's the only Munro I've got.
Yeah, you definitely get a more angelic lighting with her.
I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much. Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man.
Yeah, it's weird that, he knows that the guy's name is Victor now. Like, that's just a weird detail.
Hey, I'm going. There's too many people asking questions. It's exhausting. I'm off to stay at my aunt's. I'll come back tomorrow, but I've said everything I can say.
And with that, Oscar is now no longer part of the equation. He's just gone.
Probably right here. Why? I didn't realize I was under house arrest. Thanks for the advice. I hope I'm not the only suspect.
Yeah.
Sam, I've got some heavy rain news.
Heavy
Doroto
rain.
Petrovsky, that's his real name, and no, he's not a Russian spy. But he does have a criminal record. He was charged with the murder of a 21-year-old artist. Looks like he got off on a technicality by all accounts. About 3 months ago in Hong Kong. Be careful, Sam.
Hong
You're going to ask him
Kong.
about this. Could be a flight risk. And you know, there's a good chance he could be the killer. Door's behind you.
This is good information to have.
It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August
Why
update.
would I switch chapters? It
Investigations
just
deepened
started.
last night's murder of 21-year-old Doroto Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night.
Do you think
With the
I'm
murderer
lazy,
still at
Dan?
large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know.
This effect
That's
is
10
kind of a
o'clock
weird
with
one.
Poe.
We're not going to move on to the next chapter. We're going to keep investigating. Just started, guys. Chapter just began. We got people to talk to as different people.
Oh, it's you. I was hoping it might be Zach.
Oh, that's a good little tip.
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up. Yes. If he ever shows up.
Oh, he will. Trust me on that one.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place. Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason. No. Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though. Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
That's not creepy. That's not creepy. Not creepy in the slightest, guys.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you? Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Lexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
Aww.
Maybe if we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to. Yes, she's definitely got a monkey on her back. I saw her get changed. She's got all these scars on her back in the shape of a monkey. Like they've been burned into her.
What?
What the hell happened to her, Sam? Yes, I managed to sneak a look at her laptop. She's been Googling Ellis Munro. It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, okay, that's interesting information. A monkey-shaped scar on her back. I'd ask her about that.
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later, they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Oh, the little metaphors is right.
Yes, but it kills the vessel too. So, you could have a traveler inside you right now, and if I killed you, you'd both be dead. I'm not sure. So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record.
Chief Dupont!
I am Lawrence Petrovsky. Victoria Cheng. A very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her. Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
That's useful information. If it's true, which it might not be.
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam? That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about?
That's weird.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Sure, we'll do the reading.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you. This is just a general reading. You don't need a question.
Oh, I forgot. This is the part where she is totally crushing on us.
No, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently?
Oh, I feel bad because I'm probably going to have to crush her.
The lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential
Why
to
is
be
there a knowing?
life-changing.
I bet she's a stalker, yeah.
If you want it to be.
Zach is the total stalker creep.
And finally, the Knight of Cups.
But
this card is about pursuing your heart's desire.
Oh, I feel so bad,
I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading.
I'm so sorry.
Does it mean anything to you?
Sorry, Lexi. The feeling's not mutual.
I don't know what you mean, but maybe we should talk about it sometime. A who, what, Petrov's what? No. Should I?
Oh. Talk to everyone normally. Let's see if we can talk about the monkey-shaped scars.
It's you. Let's hope. Yes. Should I be surprised you've seen it? Years ago, tattoos and piercings were frowned upon, but they're all in vogue now. Maybe branding scars will be in fashion too.
So I want to see...
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
That's a fascinating information. Let's see what Violet has to say about Zach. Also, you'll notice that since Oscar is no longer part of the plot, I can't change into him. But let's see what Violet had to say to Zach.
I'm Zach Weston.
Because I'm really curious. I also want to hear what Rain has to say to Poe, or Poe to Rain.
Zach, the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Doroto's house. Well, I didn't know it was Doroto's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Doroto. I was at the studio.
No, you weren't. That detective's not stupid. Dupont might be, but not Sam. They'll put 2 and 2 together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long.
Ouch!
Does it?
You were spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. Done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
So, that pretty much all but confirms who the killer is. Doesn't it? Curious if I go to him as Violet if anything happens. It would be a bummer if I got Zach twice. He was the killer the first time I played, and I know there's more than one possibility. So that would suck if I got the same possibility a second time.
Good evening, Zachary. That's for being a creep with Ellis. Now get out of my radio station.
Well, I guess Poe is not happy with the way Zach treated Ellis last chapter. I wonder why that would be. If I go to my room...
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm
That
Violet.
punch is also completely off screen.
I'm Violet.
We'll go see what anyone at here has anything to say to Violet first, and then we'll go visit Zach. Okay. Hail a cab.
I followed you to Doroto's last night.
Are you insane? Why did you follow me, you stupid bitch?
You killed Doroto.
Oh dear. You shouldn't have said that. That could make me very angry. Unlike
Motherfucker,
you,
he is the
guest
killer a
house
second time.
Isn't impenetrable.
Oh man! God damn it! That's some bad luck. I was hoping it was going to be Rain this time, or someone else.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zach from me.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zach in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now?
Yeah,
amazing. I've got a lot going on at the moment, which hopefully I'll get through. And if I do, I'll come and see you at the guest house sometime. Okay?
You know what, Anaphysic, you're right. There is never a point in time where I would like Zach. Basically ever. He's not a very likable guy. He's honestly really easy to hate. Go to your room. Now let's see if Poe or Munro has anything to say about poor...
I'm Poe, and
Rain.
this is your August update. August update.
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've...
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
Let's see if Rain has anything to say to Mr. Poe. No? Not even anything about that radio show? What if I brought him to Zach? Oh no. See what Poe has anything to say about...
John.
this.
I'm gonna be fine.
Go to your room. I'll see if Munro has anything to say to Rain.
Hi, I'm Ellis.
I'm still fucking pissed that Zach is probably the killer again. That's really annoying. Wow, people just don't want to talk to Ellis. I guess she doesn't have many friends. That's kind of sad in a way.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me. I won't let you die.
He really does care.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Nope. What do you... That's...
El, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. El.
Oh, that's good. I hope... I hope... Oh...
Will you marry me?
Yes!
El, I love you.
Well,
You don't know how happy
don't
you
think
made
he's the killer.
My angel. My absolute angel.
Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us.
Oh god, I'm such a homewrecker.
And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
This is the worst / best ending?
Ellis, do you have the amethyst? Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
What?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer will have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
What the fuck was that? Buyer?
find Poe, and how long?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
Do you want me to leave my wife?
You kissed me on the first day. Don't you remember? I was putting on my makeup and you came up behind me. I saw how you were watching me in the mirror. It made me feel alive.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
That you were sleeping with her.
It was just a fling, John. I wanted to try something different. To stretch myself.
Oh, God.
I would have told you eventually. All three of us could have had fun together. You do want to have fun with me, don't you, John?
I don't like this! This angel has a dark side! Holy shit! Whew. I think I just set him up to lose a lot of money. Whew.
Hi,
I just got a lot of facts dropped on me at the same time, boys. I need to process this. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Huh.
Do you think you're a suspect?
Not that I know of. Chief Dupont asks me for favors, so I think I'd know.
Did Zach kill Dorota?
I don't know. But something about him has certainly changed.
Whew. Holy.
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveler nearby.
No.
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yeah?
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines. And I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person, and suddenly there's a
lot of weird mumbo jumbo going on in this game.
That's what I see.
But it at least
But you,
internally
no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
At least it's internally consistent.
So, aliens. Violet. What are we thinking, Lex?
Violet and alien. Ray, why'd you pray for them?
Well, because right now, I can't think of anything else that would help.
Maybe try and get answers from the tarot?
The only tarot with real answers is Mercury, and Mercury asks the questions. So other than staring at it for the rest of the night, I'm out of ideas.
Violet and aliens?
Hasn't Bron told you? Violet said she was abducted by aliens. But not your usual stick me on a slab, call me grey type aliens. Aliens that decorate.
Decorating aliens? A traveller?
Exactly. I think it was using Violet for room planning. Apparently it wants a set of heads on the wall. Red heads, to be more specific.
If it's a traveller, why is it strangling people? Why or if it's
Well, it's a right, obviously. But the alien Violet's talking about probably isn't the same traveller. Perhaps this is something new we haven't discovered yet.
This is weird.
Using humans as decor.
Oh, I do hope it's not Zach. I hope there is a possibility, because that was exactly what, to me, when I first played this game, like, okay, you're obviously the killer if you were that much of an asshole. But, you know, I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for it to be someone else. Yellow cab. Is it Poe? Is it Chief? Chief seems to be just pieced out for the night. Let's see. I'm curious to see if Rain has anything to say to Poe or to Poe or Ellis.
Hello.
Specifically, but also we'll just make the rounds as usual.
Why do you think the killer's chosen Ellis?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm a redhead. I suppose I should feel left out.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
This is,
What's getting close? Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could...
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
okay. I think these guys are just mostly just worried.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask it about you. Do you think I should?
Yes.
Alrighty, stay there and I'll think of a question. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. I asked it if you were still the same Rain I knew and loved.
Aww.
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
Sure.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
Oh.
No.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustan gold coins, believed to have been part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story, do you? Suffice to say, if you see them, please return
Thank
to
God
me.
I didn't
They're in the pouch for a reason.
re-explain
If anyone
the story.
comes into contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe.
Okay. I didn't think so, but I guess the only person we have left to impersonate is Bronwyn. We've gone through everyone else. So, let's see what Bronwyn has to say. Just to be thorough. Nothing from you.
What can we do to help Ellis?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm. Anything short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
What are you doing now?
I feel bad for these guys, you know, seeing so many failed murders and being unable to do anything about it. And they basically have nothing that they can really do to help with this one either.
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotism. Stay with me.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
That's actually a good idea. See if they're all in the same room. Now let's hail a cab and talk to some people. I think Brown has any relationship with anyone left. Okay, so let's turn back into Sam, and I think we'll just end the chapter at that point. We're basically, I think this is, at this point, what's going to happen next is that someone's going to attempt to kill, Ellis. And it will be up to us to see if we can prevent the killing.
It's now...
Next chapter.
August's gone crazy tonight. I've just got off the phone with someone who thinks they saw a UFO on one of the nights that Violet went missing. Aliens will be normal right now. Anyway, now you're here, it's time. What do you suggest we do with Ellis Munro? Munro's a local treasure around here, Sam. Don't let anything happen to her.
I'll go myself.
Sam, I'm not sure. Do you think you can stop someone from trying to kill me? I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but that's a weird thing to say. Maybe I'd be better off with one of Chief DuPont's officers. I guess at least you've still got a sense of humor, even when we're surrounded by death. Perhaps that's a good trait to have.
All right.
You're too late. She's gone. Yeah, I think so. No bags packed though, and car's still on the drive, so she must have left in a hurry. I'll put out a miss before her, check in with her parents. We'll find her. If she can be found.
It's 11 o'clock. I'm Poe, and this is your August update. Police investigating the murder of 21-year-old Doroto Shaw say they are getting closer to apprehending the killer. The death of Miss Shaw, who was found strangled at her home late last night, has sparked a massive police operation and caused alarm amongst August residents.
Saving her.
Monroe has some personal business to attend to, but she sends you all her love and hopes to be back on the air
idea
tomorrow.
Is that you actually scare her so
And
bad
Monroe,
that she leaves and
if
saves
you can
herself.
hear me, I'm sending my love out to you too. That's 11 o'clock with Poe.
Sam, I have some bad news. We've done a group reading, and it's you. We can't predict that. The next victim, it's you.
Oh,
sorry. I think you've interfered too much. That's why you're the next target. I've called Chief DuPont already. He's asked that you meet with him. You should go, Sam. Be careful.
I think we're at the end game, guys.
Sam, it's almost midnight. You're still alive. This is a good thing, but no one's even attempted to kill you yet. You've given me a lot of evidence. Enough to arrest someone. But who? Make the right decision, You should be safe. If we don't, well, we've all got to sleep at some point. I can get someone to guard your room at the guest house, but it might not be enough. So, Sam, who should I arrest? During that whole thing with Ellis, the only people I couldn't keep track of were Rain, Zach, and Violet. I don't want to believe it's Violet, but that's why you're here. You're impartial.
Yes.
Out of those three names, who was with Doroto at the time of her murder, or who has an alibi that doesn't check out? This is on you, Sam. Just give me a name.
So basically, those three are the only people who could possibly be killers. It must be either Rain, Zach, or Violet. And for the reasons we discussed before, I'm going to say I am very sure that Zach is the killer.
Zach, I don't trust him either. He's definitely creepy. I'll go and pick him up myself. With all the information you've given me, I think it'll be enough.
Now,
maybe
we'll
he'll confess
see
too.
if I actually got it
Well,
right.
Good luck, Sam. If you've picked the wrong person, you're still in danger.
There'll be a couple of jump scares in a second, just so hold on. Just FYI.
Sam, you asked for these earlier.
This is to
Make
tell
sure
you that
get
Violet's
some
not the
sleep
killer.
now. You'll need it. Night.
There'll be another jump scare with Rain as well. Assuming Rain isn't the killer, and I guessed right.
I'm sorry. That was in bad taste. Bronwyn asked me to check that you're okay, and you seem to be. Well done catching a killer, by the way. Well, hopefully you did. Scream if you need me.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and this is Poe with your
I'm
August
still alive,
update.
so
We don't normally have them at this time,
I guess
but
it
since
was
there's
Zach
a killer
again.
on the loose, I feel it's my duty to keep the radio station manned.
That's
I
unfortunate.
personally spoke with Chief DuPont earlier, and he thinks they're close to catching the killer. Until that happens, though,
Really
please
hoping we're gonna
lock
need
your
Rain or Violet,
doors and
'cause I know it
stay
has one of those
inside. Remain vigilant. The light has faded, and so has my fortitude. I see things in shadows, behind doors and under desks. I hear the chattering of teeth and the glee of insects waiting to feed on me. The studio undulates like a heart that beats its last beats.
Kind
I
of laying on
can't
thick
go
there, aren't you,
on.
Poe?
I must to bed. Forgive me, Lady August. Forgive me.
Same, I guess. Well, I'm clearly still alive, so... That is really loud, too. Poetic.
Hello, sleepyhead. I'm so glad to see you alive.
Did I win?
Enjoy the journey, Sam. Don't think of things as ending. Something new is beginning. Zach is still locked up. He's being charged for murder. Travelers don't like being incarcerated, so they'll have jumped realities already. It's not something that a jury will believe. The shell they've left behind won't remember what they've done. And spend a life in prison. All we can do is try and stop the next one. Sam, come with us, please. We could really use someone like you and, well, just... will you?
Should we go with them or stay in August? Let's go with them.
Really? Oh, Sam, that's wonderful. Let's finish packing and we can leave this afternoon. Sam, thank you. We're going to change lives, believe me.
Hey, sweet cheeks. You did good. Real good. You win. Alexi hug. Sam, I'm just going to say it because you only live once and all that. Sam, I think I've fallen for you. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's out there now. We can get on with our lives. I see. Nice thing. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Heart wants what it wants. Perhaps you should go for a while so I can have a little cry. I'll be okay though.
Sam, you're safe.
And you're not a murderer.
Thank Christ.
I was hoping
sorry.
it was you.
I don't know where that came from.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, sure.
Well, Sam, I didn't think... Well, this changes things.
Hey, you're not dead!
I didn't think you'd leave without saying goodbye. People do horrible things to people every day. I'm just glad that someone like you are around to save us. I mean, everyone needs a little saving from time to time. Even me. Sam, you already did. That's why I'm here talking to you. And I won't forget it. Heroes don't always get on the news, but they always burn bright in the hearts of the people they save. You have an impact, Sam. Everyone does.
You did a great job,
They just
Player
forget.
One. Really great job,
Keep
Player
saving people
One.
from
You
you,
solved
hear?
the crime, Player One.
Bye, Sam.
That's all I hear right now. That's literally all I hear is, oh, Player One, you did a fantastic job, Player One.
Sam, you did good. I thought you would.
Ugh.
I mean, not that I've got a signed confession or anything. Yet. Apparently, they don't remember anything about the murders, but Bronwyn seems pretty convinced it's over. Well done.
They, because
I hear
it
you're
doesn't
leaving
need
town
to-
with the tarot readers. That's a real big shame. You were starting to fit in here. But good luck to you. You're doing what many of us have died trying. Leaving August. And I've stuck to my word. That problem you had, I buried it. The coroner's report is going to say the woman was dead when you arrived, not after. I don't personally believe in exorcism or anything like that, but over the last 24 hours, I'm starting to think things aren't as cut and dried as I'd like them to be. You're a good person, Sam. At least that's definitely how it looks from the outside.
So yay, Player One is a winner. A winner is us.
I am Dorota. I am 21 years old. I love playing cello, and I just been awarded a scholarship to Juilliard. I just love cello. I love all string instruments, but cello is rich and deep and soothing, at least to me. No, cello is my hobby.
This doesn't sound like the
But my
accent
real
of someone who lives in
passion
the same
is-
town as all the other characters in this.
It's silly. It sounds silly. Well, I would like to build a time machine. I know. But it is possible. I think people make mistakes. They do things they regret and they say things they don't mean. I want to go back in time. I want to make better choices.
You know why you're here, don't you? Because you did well. And you know what happens when you do well? Augmentation. Congratulations, Agent 3.13. Welcome to 3.14.
Pie.
Debriefing 3204, Birmingham. Transmit. And we're ready. Are you human? Do you have feelings? Splendid. Do plants have feelings? Splendid. I've burned down a rainforest. Does that make you happy?
This is weird.
Splendid. I've killed a serial killer. Does that make you happy? It's ready.
So that's... I am curious about the whole traveler, like, meta fiction of this game. Oh yeah, P.I., private investigator. That makes all the sense in the world. But yeah, I really like this game. This is a very fascinating game. We do have a lot of really odd loose ends, like we did, like, and I guess that's per multiple playthroughs, assuming like there's the rain path or the violet path, where like maybe things with a pendant would be more relevant to another. Yeah, actually, since I'm probably not gonna play this game again, let's talk about spoilers, Anaphysic. Let's see what the game actually like has to offer. Go ahead. But I assume that that the stuff with the pendant or some of those other loose threads are relevant to like the violet or the rain path, because I'm aware loosely that those three are the only possible killers. But aside from that, I actually have never seen the rain ending. I gather that Sam is probably a traveler himself, and like this program uses travelers to solve crimes or those kinds of things, which is why Sam is able to solve this crime, because he's able to use traveler tricks. Maybe we're not shape-shifting per se, so much as we are taking over these people, like, which is why we can't talk to Bronwyn as Bronwyn, or when Oscar is gone, we just can't take his form anymore. I wonder if it's not shape-shifting, is what the title says, and it's more like jumping into their bodies. Because it doesn't say change back into Sam, it says return to Sam. So it is definitely possible that, like, not only is Sam a traveler, but we're not shapeshifting as much as we are possessing people. So like when I like, which would explain why Oscar can, like, I can lead Oscar into Bronwyn's room as Bronwyn, because I'm not taking Bronwyn's shape, I'm taking her body, or other things that until now I've thinking more about it, they do seem odd. But this game has a lot of really interesting, like, there's an interesting concept here that they could build on. Like, that this is a pretty solid, like, way to maybe even make a small mini-series, like a different, like a bunch of small games about individual murders, where you are a traveler. Like, this traveler fiction can be used as a premise for all sorts of interesting, like, cases that you could solve. Although I guess that just ends up devolving into the same case over and over again in a way, unless you do something fancy with it or make a new spin on it. I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out loud. But I will probably, like, maybe upload or post a link to someone who went through the Rain killer ending, or the Violet killer ending, or the Sam dies ending of this game, because there's a lot of variance here, which I do appreciate. Also, is not like the actors in this game were pretty good. They did their roles fairly well. It's good to see Jinx again. I think Bronwyn's actor also returned from that game. Like, Giant Bomb was talking about this. It's weird that there is like a cast and crew for FMV games now. Like, there's a bunch of people you recognize from FMV games that are doing other FMV games. That's pretty weird, but also kind of cool. But yeah, this is it's a solid game. Something I usually recommend someone play. Like if you were someone who watched this run through it, I didn't spoil anything for you per se. Like the killer is randomized. It could be any one of those three. So you might want to try it yourself and see if you can solve the mystery the way that I apparently just did. But that was the Shapeshifting Detective. I am Brandon Carey. Take care, team. I will see you on Saturday.